Hey, how's it going? It's Shelby here, and it's been a while since I've done one of these actual commentary videos. Like I was doing them like so much for I started it had been a long time since the last time when I started doing them again, and then in like 2022 and the start of 2023 I was just like making so many, but then I just stopped again for 2 years. I don't know why. But I didn't stop making videos, I just stopped making the commentaries, even though I always wanted to, like I've had so many scripts. But yeah, I had the drive to come back and start again, and what better way to do it than to come back and revisit the first video that I returned back in 2022, which was the video I made about why it's not so exciting to shop at EB Games anymore. One of the main reasons I talked about was because of the lack of more retro. Well, calling Xbox 360 and PS3 retro just feels so weird to me, but it's what they're calling them. So you can say they're bringing back of retro games, or their lack of inclusion of retro games is just really, it was just killing my drive to even go there. It just felt like there's no reason. They just had only a few consoles, and the last few generations just haven't had many games where it's like, oh, I need to own this, or I need to collect all these. Like, it just doesn't have that same feeling as like the 360, PS3, and all the other ones before as well. So the good news is now that EB Games must have watched my video that I made all the way back in 2022, and a little while ago they started taking in trade-ins for retro games, and they didn't start selling them straight away. But I think that was just because they were trying to build up a supply of retro games and consoles to start selling, and now they've finally started selling them. So I've been excited to go check it out, and I finally got to go check it out today, and I was like, oh, I really kind of want to add Black Ops 2 to my collection for the 360, because I have it on PS3, but I think it would be just so good to be able to play it on the Xbox One, the backwards compatibility. But so I checked the availability at this local store that I was going to go to that had the retro games, and it said that it was available for pickup, and I went in there and there was no Black Ops 2 in sight, so it mustn't have been very accurate. They had Black Ops 1, I'm pretty sure, and World at War, but yeah, they didn't have anything else. But walking into EB Games again and seeing that this shelf they have now of retro games, it just felt so good. I was so sad when they took them away. And they even had some of the last games that I bought there again. They had Battlefield 4 and 3, and for pretty good prices. Like, you could probably get these ones cheaper somewhere else, but like $4 for Battlefield 3 on Xbox 360 and like $6 for Battlefield 4. That's a pretty good deal. And at least like going into EB Games, you can like look at the quality of and condition of the cover. You're getting it before you buy it. You can look at the disc to make sure it's not scratched. Whereas online, you're taking a bit of a risk doing that. But at least I guess it could be cheaper online, but it's up to you. And so yeah, I was looking for Black Ops 2. Didn't have it. So I guess I'll have to check another store that's carrying the retro games, or maybe just find a cheaper copy somewhere else, because base price for Black Ops 2 is $24, and I think that's not a bad price for Black Ops 2. Like, I remember wanting to get it for ages on 360 and it being like $30 or more on eBay for a really long time. I think the price of it has been dropping for some reason. Yeah, I think 24 is reasonable, but might be able to find someone else just trying to give it away. There's one time I found Black Ops 2 at the op shop, and it was listed, the price was $5. I'm like, oh my god, this is great, because it was at the time when Black Ops 2 was so expensive. I check in the case, and some little shithead kid or something had taken the disc and just left it. Like, why would you leave the case if you're just stealing it to play it? Or like, if you want to resell it, just steal the whole case. What are you doing, mate? Or unless it got donated just empty, but like, stupid. Because there was a copy of Modern Warfare 3 right next to it, also a great game on the 360 and every other platform, and that one still had the game in it, but I didn't buy that because I already owned the game, and I wanted to leave it for someone else to be able to find and get excited about and enjoy. I really wanted to buy a game from EB Games again, just because I hadn't bought a 360 game from EB Games since right before they ended it. Since 2019, when I went and bought Battlefield 4, 3, and Far Cry 4. And apparently I bought Modern Warfare 2 and 3 around that time as well for the 360, which I didn't realize. I think I got confused of when I actually owned those for the 360, because I owned both of them on Steam for a very long time, and I think I've done most of my playtime on that version anyway. But yeah, so I really wanted to buy a game, and another game that I've been really wanting to get has been Diablo 3, because last year it was a problem. I'd get on Diablo 4 and just the hours of time would just fade away. And my new thing right now to try and get fit, I've found it's a really good way, is I have like this walking pad, which is it's kind of like a treadmill, but its top speed is much slower. So I can just max out the walking pad and then I can walk around in my lounge room, and I've got the TV right there, and I can get on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and just play anything. And I can keep walking on the walking pad for hours, and I end up with tens of thousands of steps, and it's great. And I actually get like a sweat and cardio, like my heart goes faster. It's great. I recommend it if you can get your hands on it. You could do it on a treadmill too, and or whatever you have, or exercise bike. It just makes you forget about what you're doing. Just be careful that you don't like fall off it or something while you're doing it. Make sure you're balanced, and maybe start on like a slower setting before, and get used to it before cranking it up, because it could be a bit disorienting for some people starting out trying to play the game and walk at the same time. But I got used to it, and I do it like every day. I've been playing Red Dead Redemption on the Switch while doing that, like the whole thing, and it's been so much fun. And I played through all of GTA 5 on Xbox 360 doing that, and it was great. I lost quite a bit of weight doing it, so yeah, I recommend it. But yeah, I ended up picking up Diablo 3 for the Xbox 360, which is one I've really wanted to try. I've never played Diablo 3 before. I've always wanted to try the Diablo games, and I finally got to do it for 4. But yeah, I've been wanting to try 3, and I thought $12, which is what they have it for, was a good price, and that's why I got it. And I just, it's a bit like emotional and stupid, but I just wanted to have the experience of buying an Xbox 360 again after like 6 years now. Yeah, after like 6 years since 2019 from EB Games. And I bought it, and it's in really nice condition, and that's the advantage, at least, of EB Games. You can see how it looks in the store, and you can make the decision. But then I walked out, I was like, and then I was stupid, I decided to like check the prices after I walked out, and I was like, oh, it's a pretty good price. And then I look, and it's like people listing it for like $7 on eBay. I'm like, oh my god. Well, I guess I only went off by $4. I saw a few that are kind of similar listing prices, but the one I got from eBay is only like the base game. It doesn't come with the DLC. So if I ever want to get the DLC, I'll probably buy it for the Xbox One version and play that one too, which means I at least get more achievements and more time to play on the walking pad. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be hunting around at EB Games for the retro stuff again, and some of the prices are actually pretty good. It's just, I was a little bit, the 360 and PS3, pretty good variety, but the Wii and PS2 at the store that I went to, was kind of, there wasn't very many like amazing games, so it's probably because people have gone in and bought them up, and maybe if they do another round of stocking up, we'll get some more exciting stuff. There was a lot of kind of the stuff you find at op shops, like sports games and SingStar and stuff like that. And they had one console at the one I went to, and it was PS2, $168. I don't know if that's a great price, but all the PS2s I've gotten are free, so my like level for what I think is a good price for PS2 is not very good. And wait, what is the price of PS2s right now? Let me just do a live search. PS2, like $100 or under. So yeah, 168 for the PS2. It's a bit of a high price, but I guess you get to go and look at it, and you know that it works at least. I hope it comes with, I don't know if it came with controllers. I think in the cabinet it just had the PS2. So yeah, that's a pretty high price. And you'd want it to come with games for that much. You could probably, if you went on Facebook Marketplace or eBay, you could probably find like a bundle with controllers, memory cards, and games for that much, or even lower. So I probably don't recommend getting the consoles right now unless they drop the price. And I don't want this to be like this ad where I'm like glazing EB Games and like, you need to go in there and check it out. It's just, I just wanted to talk about how I felt about it, how it kind of made me happy being able to see all these games in the store again. But they definitely, some of the stuff in there is definitely overpriced, obviously, and they don't have all the most amazing stock. But yeah, well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little unscripted talk about how I was feeling about that. Hope you have a good rest of your day.